Hello again, gentlemen. Happy to meet you again in these days of coronavirus. Hopefully you are doing well and you are keeping safe. Okay, again we are talking about how to write an email in English. We talked yesterday about the structure of the email. We said that the first line is the subject line, and we have to be precise in this line. We don't have to write a full sentence. Just 2 words will be enough. Okay. For example, if you send an email to someone who you want to ask some people to attend a safety meeting, for example, it's enough to say safety meeting, and the S should be in capital letter, and also meeting should be, the M should be in a capital letter. Okay, this is the subject line. After that, we come to the salutation line. In the salutation line, we say dear Mr. Okay, or dear John, dear Ahmed. Okay. And also we can say hi or hello, but saying this with the informal emails only. Okay, but actually we are in our company, I think we don't have to say hi or hello because most emails that we send are formal, and we need to show respect as much as possible. Okay, then you can write also, you can add a salutation sentence. Okay, I hope this email finds you well. I hope this email finds you well. Good. After that, we come to the most important part in the email, which is the body of the email, the reason behind sending this email. Okay. And which is we have to start this part by the opening sentence. Okay, and actually if you ask me which kind of sentences do we write in this part, do we have to write a formal sentence or an informal sentence? Actually we can write formal or informal. It depends on the person who are receiving your email. Okay. But actually, we will talk about the formal opening sentence. Okay. I'd like to ask you a question here. What about this sentence? What do you think? Is it a formal sentence or a formal opening sentence or an informal opening sentence? I'd like to ask about the price. Yes, as you said, it's an informal opening sentence. And the question here is, how can you change this sentence, this opening sentence, from informal to a formal sentence? Can you? Yeah. Okay, I will tell you. Actually, instead of saying I'd like to ask about the price, you can be more polite and more tactful. Okay. Instead of saying I'd like to ask you directly, you can say I am writing this email to. Actually, the verb ask is commonly used. But we have another verb which is inquire. If you ask me if you ask me about the difference between inquire and ask, I would say they have the same meaning, but inquire is much more polite and much more formal. Okay. So instead of saying ask, you can say inquire. So I am writing this email to inquire. Inquire about, for example, you want to ask You want to ask about the price of a product, for example. About the price of the new monitors, for example. Okay. I'd like to ask about, if you want, for example, to send an email to ask about the price of anything, you can say, I am writing this email to inquire. Instead of saying ask, you can say inquire about the price of the new monitors. And this is an example of an opening sentence which is formal and informal. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next video.